Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we have a super fun deck here for you guys today. First off, really important updates that came out with the new update, whatever it's going on. We got the new format standard 2021, which is everything after rotation. So if you guys are looking at here in search terms, it is all the things that are actually going to be available after the new set comes out, Zendikar Rising. That will join in with these, and we'll have 5 sets. Otherwise, it's Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, Core Set 2021, and we also have some other cards here. And I wanted to show this really quick because it's very, very important to what I'm doing here with this. So if you go to set:(AN)A or B, shows you the different cards that are added into the starter decks. So we have some cards that are in the starter decks that do actually count for whatever's in standard at any given time. And so Angel of Vitality is one of those, which was one of the cards that was rotating out, but we get to have Angel of Vitality here. And most importantly for this deck, we get Hallowed Priest. There's a lot of cards, and actually a lot of them that are pretty powerful in this. Some cards that are older that actually are a part of this. There's some cards that are, like a Leonin War Leader, which is definitely going to be rotating out. Maybe already has, I can't remember, but also another really cool card for the life gaining type of strategy and all that different stuff. So Hallowed Priest, whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter onto it. It's a 1/1, and it's a human, it's cleric. It's basically a Johnny's Pride Mate, which rotates out. We can't use it in standard 2021, but Hallowed Priest, which was never printed as a card, not anything else, is available here, and that is what we're going to be using for this deck. Kind of hoping that no one really expects Hallowed Priest, doesn't really know what it does, doesn't give it the same kind of attention that they would give to a Johnny's Pride Mate. And so I'm really excited to see how this does. We also have Impassioned Orator, which typically isn't in here. The nice thing is that if you only have like 3 copies of these, basically what it did is they give you the amount of copies that were in the starter deck available. But we can, if we have the older version, you still get to put those in here, full copies of everything, and so it's fine. They just show it in when you're looking at Core Set 2021, the different things that are available there. So that's how it goes. There's a bunch of really fun cards that are in this. We're going to be diving into those a little bit later. Some like awesome goblins that are in here that are brand new, like 10th Street Cadet. Whenever it becomes blocked, you create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. There's just some pretty cool stuff here that you can end up doing with it. So overall, really excited for what's coming out with those cards. We're going to be trying to play a little bit with those ones as well as everything else here today, jumping into Core Set 2021. So with this deck, basically I've been wanting to do a Cleric Tribal deck for quite a while, and so I started out with kind of Cleric Tribal. Then I realized that Icon of Ancestry isn't in Core Set 2021, which is like the main reason to be doing any kind of tribal theme. But I realized that all of the things in the tribal deck really work well together anyway. Like probably the only card that's not great in here is Soulmender, but even that does everything we want to for Hallowed Priest, just gaining us a life, getting up to 27 life for Speaker of the Heavens. We can put up a stone wall. We can it's still a human, so we get to use like General Kudro kind of. So we have like a human tribal deck is what I decided to go with Vito and Daxos, because they're just really good for all the life gain, and because we're playing Call of the Death Dweller, it just works really well with all the stuff we're doing. And so because we're playing lots of humans, we went human tribal instead of Cleric Tribal. Dire Tactics comes in because it's probably the best removal there is. Just exile target creature. As long as we control a human, we don't lose life equal to its toughness. But even if that was the case, like if we really just need to kill something, Dire Tactics is such an amazing card. We also get Mingara, which is also a cleric. There's a lot of clerics. I actually have been wanting to make a Cleric Tribal deck for a while. I really hope Zendikar Rising gives us a new what's it called, like a tribal glue piece, like Icon of Ancestry, like Vanquisher's Banner, one of those things. I was debating on bringing in like Glorious Anthem just in general, because I think it helps out anyway. So Glorious Anthem could be a good one. I cannot spell it. Glorious. Nailed it. First try. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That could be nice to have with all the life linking creatures we have. Having buffs with everything is really good. So if we had like General Kudro and the Glorious Anthem with Speaker of Heavens, it could be really nice to have that. I decided that we wanted more creatures to just have for Call of the Death Dweller. We'll maybe change things up as we go along, but I wanted to jump into Core Set 2021, Standard 2021, play some decks there, see if we can get some wins, start ranking up, and try to get into Diamond, because I'm like so close. and we'll just jump into it. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this deck does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Deos, and this is one thing we were just barely talking about. The mana in Corset 2021 is terrible, awful, the worstest thing in the world. I'm gonna play Temple of Silence. Yeah, we keep the land. Archking's Vessel is a kind of interesting one because we have a full playset called the Death Dweller in here. It works out pretty well. We want to just be gaining life as well, so Daxos go. Pass the turn, Omen of the Sea. Daxos is a little bit awkward with General Kudro. All the other things are human, so maybe I should have just prioritized the Impassioned Orator there first. The one nice thing is that if it dies, if anything bad happens, we get some triggers off of the dies triggers. And then if we can top deck a Speaker of the Heavens, get enough life gain going for us, we can still start creating angels, which is sweetness. Alright, so play the Plains, play Impassioned Orator. Play Archking's Vessel. Doesn't pump up the Daxos for Devotion, but that's good. Down to 18, past the turn. We're still trying to find our new Ajani's Pridemate dude. That's a lot of life gain. I'm a little bit worried they're going to have like a Deafening Clarion here. Let's go to combat first. Soulmender. Man, if they have the board wipe, it is so bad for us here. Are we really expecting a board wipe? So if so, Daxos will die and everything else will too. We can play Speaker of the Heavens after the fact. I can play it out now and actually be able to untap with it and play it though. We'll play it. There's always the chance they don't have anything, you know? I kind of feel like they would have done it last turn anyway, so I don't know. We shall see. Ghost Scrying, all right. And maybe they just have nothing. Maybe they just missed their land drop and nothing is in hand. Up to 28, I will hold back a little bit here. Pass the turn. Neutralize, cycles away. Okay, they are digging desperately. Yes, I think we are in good shape here. One card, that means that we are fine swinging in. Down to 6. I should have gone with... Did I have lethal if I went with General Kudro? Not quite. I'll save it for the next turn here. We don't need to play anything past the turn. And opponent didn't have an answer. Sweet. Actually, so Deafening Clarion isn't in the format. That's right. Okay. I am so new to playing Standard 2021. I have no clue what is actually happening with it. But we just destroyed them with Clerics, so yeah, the easy clap. I don't think they... Oh, they played one card and scried and cycled something. They played Magic for sure. All right, up against Conpew. And that is a terrible hand. We will mulligan. We had the card we built this around though, so that would have been nice. All right, so we have life gain lands, which is helpful, kind of. We'll keep this. It's a weird hand. We may drop Veto. We don't have a ton of like potential life gain just yet. Veto is one of those like we do have so many life gain synergies that's great. This hand does not have as many though, so might as well find something else here. Okay, Hollowed Priest is sweet. Not another General Kudro past the 10. How dare I throw away triple veto? I know, the worst. Another straight Scorpion. These guys are actually pretty annoying for us. Dire Tactics, okay. Yeah, gain the life. I guess I should have held off on that, play the Fabled Passage, and then use that with Hollowed Priest. I messed up. You done messed up, Aaron. That is a lot of pain. Oh, the pain. So we do have the Dire Tactics, which is nice. General Kudro can come in as a blocker here. We can take it for one more turn. And then we can go Hollowed Priest and Dire Tactics. That might be a little bit better. We get to gain life with the General Kudro here as well. We get to gain 2 life with Speaker. Down to 18, past the turn. Yeah, this is the greatest thing. Dire Tactics is the best removal, I would probably say. As long as you're running Ozhov, of course. That is a lot of pain. Destroy target creature, so we can just sacrifice humans and get rid of something. I guess we hold off until turn. All right, let's go ahead and grab a swamp real quick. We really don't, we are only kind of splashing black mana, so I guess we don't really need it. Hallowed Priest. Yeah, attack in. Down to 13. Pass the turn. I'm going to wait and see if they have another Demonic Embrace they may be playing here. If they just go attacking, this is instant speed. It's just fine. Wrinkle. Unfortunately, we can't kill the Wrinkle. This would be lethal. Not quite now. Man, this is still not good. Down to 4. We get to kill this Serrated Scorpion. If they make us draw a card here, we go down to 3. If we can't deal with Wrinkle, I guess we gain some life. That's another Dire Tactics. That's amazing. So sacrifice is just 2 humans. We can sacrifice the General Kudro as well. Keep the Hollow Priests around. All right, down to 5. Yeah, pass the turn. Make them go to combat so we don't run into them having an extra Wrinkle or something. And we don't technically have to get rid of our creatures. We can if we're desperate, but if we exile the Wrinkle, we take 4, we go down to 2, which is scary, but we survive. I don't think there's anything in black where they can just force the life gain through. Serrated Scorpions are good. If they die, it's an issue. And destroying this would kill us if it takes deal damage. So yeah, I think we pass the turn. We just try to swing in for the win. I hope they can't play too many blockers. They only have 2 cards left. Oh, this is a little bit nerve-wracking. By let them in, I mean like, holy crap! Freaking out here. Nice. Very, very nice. Alright, killing their own Serrated Scorpion for do the 2 points of damage here. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do. I don't think so. So we resolve. I mean, we can kill it as well, but it's destroy, so it does the exact same thing. Oh my goodness, what a play. Yeah, we'll take it. Don't. Oh, that was brutal. Brutal. We had the win for the next turn. They just played it well. Dire Tactics, man. All right, against a Geolan. And again, yeah, these lands are a little bit interesting. We will keep this though. If we find an untapped land, Scoured Barrens works out really well with Hollow Priest. So now we go Hollow Priest, Scoured Barrens. And get to swing in for some. The cool thing too is like if these guys die, Call of Death Will, they're bringing it back with Menace will be pretty sweet. Hollow Priest, Scoured Barrens, yep, grow the dorks. Swing in, down to 18. They become 4/4s next turn with General Kudro. That is a lot of damage swinging in. That's less damage swinging in. Rude. Is this pew pew humans? Yeah. Basically. I guess we make that big instead and bring out the Lord afterwards. So Impaction Orator. Nope, not you. Arking's Vessel. Gain life. 4/4. Or sorry, 3/3. 4/4. Back up to 20. Swing him in. Down to 14. I dig it. It is Doug. What's up, Rag Guy? Dude, everything is going really well. Oh, Sandra the Hound is in? What is up? Dude, I missed you. You have the blue text and it's really hard to read what it is. Kills the Impassioned Orator. That's kind of interesting. We will be swinging in with the Arking's Vessel. Yeah, do they swing in? That's the question for them now. Dire Tactics is good. We get to gain life, make it a 5/5. Is it better to go to the General Kudro, gain life, have this die, hit in for 5, and then call a Death Dweller on the next turn? I think we make him have more stuff. Exile you, swing in, deal 5, gain life, shablamo. Yeah, there it be. There it be. All right, opponent says good game, and we got him. Dude, I'm liking this deck a lot. It's actually doing swell. All right, this is a little bit of an awkward hand. This is all of the things that aren't the humans, really. And so I'm not sure if we keep this. We have Arching's Vessel. We do have Call of Death Dweller, which means we kind of have the game plan there. Daxos can't be played as long as we go grab black mana, which makes it more awkward. I'm going to keep it to see how the other side of our deck is handled. Because I'm not sure if it was worthwhile to bring all these in. I brought Vito in kind of because it was a cleric, and then I went more humans anyway. But we do have a lot of life gain synergy, so, you know, yeah, this is pew pew humans. And so I think people on YouTube may not actually understand that, because I guess we go for Impassioned Orator now, huh? Maybe? Arcane Vessel. I think that is the best way to go here in case it does die. So I'm changing up my schedule a little bit on YouTube and like spacing out all the videos. And so there is a deck that I've played beforehand. All right, so Impassioned Orator, Scoured Barrens. Vito comes out in the next turn. We get to start gaining life and pinging in. Daxos as well. Or maybe we go Daxos then Vito. All right, go Vito. We'll see if they have like Ritual of... No, Ritual of Soot is also out of the format. What's actually in the format? I really don't know everything that's in here. All right, takes it. Scour Barrens. Takes some more. Up to 24. Swing them in. 3 mana. I'm not sure. Dude, I really... I always get my sets mixed up. I really am unsure what's going to be happening here. Murder Strider kills the Vito. Root. Down to 15, past the turn. It is in the graveyard, which means we can call the Death Dweller back. All right, they have the 5/5. All right, so play Daxos. Swing in with Arcane's Vessel. I just realized Container Prince actually stops our Call of Death Dweller, doesn't it? I just put it in because it was kind of a fun card there. All right, so this is equal to total converted mana cost 3 or less, which means that we can't get Vito and the Arcane's Vessel. But I do think Arcane's Vessel gains us, what, 4 life here and makes a 5/5 flyer. So, yeah, we go for the Vessel. Go up to 30. Now we're looking for like Speaker of the Heavens or something. And we have a big boy. We like big boys. That sounds so awkward. I'm a really cool dude in real life too, not just a pretty face. Am I a pretty face at all? I don't know. Left Struck goes a swinging. Our life total's high. We are totally fine with that. We're going to be going more aggro. We could take this out and then swing in with the whole crew. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but I think that we do that. All right, blocks with Gilded Goose. Still keeps the 1/1 so they can keep attacking in. We can flash in, gain 2 life at any time. Pass the turn. So this is Lucky Sultai, which is interesting. Ashiok comes down. Okay. Bounces there. So we will have to exile something from our hand. So we play out the Containment Priest, gain some life. I think getting rid of the Ashiok is important here. It's going to get out of hand if we don't take care of it. So we lose something. Daxos is fine. Let's just pass the turn. Chubby Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's a fair one. I mean, it's rude. That's fair.
Let's see how sharp my axe is.
All right. Opponent's playing really big things, and we lost our big things. So we'll see if we're still in this game or not. I mean, yeah, 2 Wolfies.
You cannot run or
I'm kind of playing things out too, just because I want to see what everyone else is doing in this format. I forget. I don't totally know what all is just in this format, because the lines between what was in standard, you know, the Ravnica, War of the Spark, of course, at 21 or 20 sets, those all blur into all the new stuff for me a little bit, just because I played with them so much. Fae of the Wishes grabs the Great Henge. Oh, that's bad. This is only creature, right? So we can hit the Lovestruck Beast and make him not be able to play this, although they'll have enough stuff anyway. So, all right. Kill you. Yay. If we swing in, this grows. Yay. All right. I think we're done now. I mean, they can play out the Great Henge anyway. And at that point, the amount of value they have versus what we've got going on for us. Yeah. All right. Up against B-roll. We keep. Oh wait, we have card draw here. We have card draw with Mingara, dude. Obviously, we have all the card draw we need. Yeah, all these tap lands are really awkward. I do think if you're playing Core Set 2021, maybe it's better to not even play dual lands. Like, I'm playing this because the life gain synergies sometimes are actually pretty nice and helpful. We need to gain enough life, so a Passion Orator, go, pass the turn. What's up, Spank Me? Welcome. Alright, so Fable Passage, Archfiend's Vessel, Speaker of the Heavens. Please, oh please, no board wipe. Pass turn. Actually, I mean, I guess we still get some good stuff going for us. Alright, sack this, grab some more white mana. We really are just kind of splashing the black. So we can go Thorn of the Dusk Rose here before we attack in with these guys. I'm trying to remember what kind of removal they actually have in this format. Alright, swing in. Gain 2 more, hopefully. Okay. Deal 2 more. Down to 17. The one cool thing too is, like, we do end up having some really big creatures. Being able to give lifelink to things is pretty sweet. So Soulmender. This will give us enough life for Speaker of the Heavens. They didn't do anything last turn. I can only use this at a certain time. I could swing in and get more damage because it does have Vigilance. This is a wee bit risky. Alrighty. Okay, down to 13, down to 11. Create a big girl. 4/4 Angel. Omen of the Sea. Alright, so they actually are doing things. Good to know, good to know. Alright, I'm liking this deck. Like, it is really kind of cheesy, janky, but we have a game plan. When we find the right cards, it does really well. Card draw is going to be an issue with this deck a little bit, but that's kind of why we're low to the ground. That's what we're trying to do. Pass the turn. And they have the Shatters. That's cool too. Oh no, he was supposed to be out on the battlefield as well. Alright, so call the Death Dweller. I think it's Speaker, Archfiend's Vessel. Menace counter, death touch counter. Create a 5/5. And now we're in pretty good shape. That's actually pretty good right there. Oh man. Yep. Can you deal with the 5/5, which will kill you in 2 turns? Can you deal with the Speaker of the Heavens as well? If it's another board wipe, that's good. Okay, bounces the 5/5. We can exile the Baron, swing in for 1, and then create the Angel. Play Archangel as well. Or we just go like General Kudro, go for a bit more value. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. So Archangel, Dire Tactics, kill you. Daxos could have also been decent, but this is fine. Oh, I do have Menace. You're right. Oh, I definitely missed the menaceness. Yorion. The menaceness. Call the Death Dweller. Alright, swing, swing. From the tail side of my heart. Yep, it does have Menace. Thanks, chat, for reminding me. Alright, so here's the question. Do I try to go for all the stuff there now? I can go grab a Impassioned Orator, Archfiend's Vessel, to be able to gain life kind of with all this. I can just play stuff from hand. I should have played Daxos then instead. I'm just worried that they're going to have another board wipe. And so if we could have this available for after the board wipe again, it's really powerful. I think we go for this though. Okay, Impassioned Orator, or yeah, Archangel, Impassioned Orator. Let's gain some life. This one. It's also another human, which means when General Kudro comes out on the next turn, if they don't have anything, we can kind of swing in with these fellas. All right, this is a big board, up to 36 life. Can we deal 8 points of damage before they can deal 36 to us? I do think that this deck wins through damage, so I mean, we have some turns to try to get back into the game, even if they do turn the corner. Vanishing Light hits Speaker of the Heavens, I'm assuming. It's the 5/5. Okay. We still have lethal on board. Okay, General Kudro. So I could just kill their stuff. Like I could sack the 2 human. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Never mind. I cannot do that. Swing in. We're presenting lethal. Omen of the Sun has some blockers. Okay. Kill Speaker of the Heavens. Rude. We still get to do 7. Okay. Down to 3 past the turn. It's been a long time since we hit lands, but that's kind of what this deck wants. We're running a fewer lands because, like, if we get to Mangara, great, but that's the most expensive thing we have. 3-drop is not even necessary in this deck either. 1s and 2-drops is what we live for, and still pretty powerful here. All right, they have a board wipe. That's what this is looking like. Yorion number 2, intriguing. All right, so they create some blockers. Okay, Dire Tactics would be grand. Man, I think they're gonna grind us out here. Whew. Double Yorion, they get these effects every single turn. The Omen of the Sun, Vanishing Lights, Omen of the Sea, all the badness. I can't remember how many Call of Death Dwellers I have in here. Let us see. We can go. We can't play Daxos and Speaker of the Heavens. I definitely want this out. So Speaker of the Heavens, Archane's Vessel. I can play in passion, swing in with passion order. They just block here because they could bring these back anyway for the next turn. So I guess no attacks past the turn. Yeah, I think I overcommitted to the board a bit. Or I guess I just shouldn't have swung in with Speaker of Heavens. Now I probably should have expected the Omen of this Sun, because that's a card people tend to have in the Yorion decks. So that was my misplay, was swinging in with the Speaker of the Heavens. If I had created another Angel, I think on this turn we would have been representing lethal pretty easily. Doom Foretold, Treacherous Blessing. That's a little bit risky. They can blink it back every turn and keep drawing all the cards they want. All right, so Arcane's Vessel goes to the graveyard. Dire Tactics. And we actually have lethal on board now. All right, because this has Menace, they have to block, they have to let this through. And we have exactly 5 points of damage. Whew, all right, Dire Tactics is such a good card, man. Like, I really think that that's like the reason to be playing humans in general. It is so powerful. All right, there we go. Keep on going. So yeah, I did forget that Containment Priest is terrible with Arcane's Vessel combo, because it actually stops it from happening. But it was a cleric and a human, and it does bad things against other people too sometimes. So I figured, yay. We'll just hold up Dire Tactics, call the Death Dweller, back the Vessel, and then we can play Containment Priest. Flash speed. All right, so this looks like either the Mardu Knights or some sort of Knights deck, which I think is the #1 deck in the format at the moment. It is quite the powerful one. We don't have a human. Let's just pass the turn. If we can kill something with Containment Priest, we'll just flash it in and kill something. Claim Contender. All right, so yeah, Flash and Containment Priest. Block the Veteran. We take 3 down to 18. We create a 5/5. Life feels pretty good then. We actually get the Containment Priest as well, which happens after the fact. And so this actually kind of works out. We get around the piece there a bit. Oh, this deck is so janky. But we're actually like, we're winning pretty consistently. Why are we winning? I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. It's cool. All right, counter, indestructible. We put a block here. We take the 2. That's fine. Down to 16. We kill Bossry. Ooh, and Mingara comes out. Yeah, Mingara, really good blocker here. Take care of the Bossry. I'm kind of fine if we this swings in because we have the Death Toucher to block with. Pass the turn. And now they're stop decking. We are in exactly the place we want to be in. Yeah, let us draw cards. We are fine with that. We'll kill there. Block you. Gain some life. Counter onto the first striker. Makes sense. Good game, yep. Oh, man. All right, this is one of the first hands where we've actually had a Hollow Priest in the opening hand with 0 life gain, unfortunately. But I guess I keep it. Just because this is what we've been here for all along and it's never come to us. Okay, Fabled Passage, pass the turn. Let's go ahead and do it now, just to be awkward. All right, grab some black mana. Down to 19. Dire Tactics. All right, play out the Hollow Priest, pass the turn. A Scoured Barons would actually be a pretty decent draw here. Murder Shredder. All right. Down to 18. We can go Soulmender. This does not come in untapped, unfortunately. Grab a planes. The awkward thing about Hollow Priest is if we don't have a way to actually gain life with it, it is just very awkward. So I guess we do play the Soul Mender. If they want to spend removal on that, sweet. But now it just gains us life every turn. We can start growing the Hollow Priest. Whoa, rude. All right, no blocks. Make him sacrifice this. We have the Dire Tactics. And making us draw a card, interesting. We actually kind of like that draw. Okay, Soul Mender. Now we hold up Dire Tactics, pass the turn. Fiend Artisan. 2/2 at the moment. Okay. Alright, kill the Wrinkle. What's all in the graveyard? Soul Mender, Hollow Priest, Arcfiend's Vessel with this. Okay, yeah, we hold off for a little bit then. Okay. Arcfiend's Vessel, Hollow Priest. I can tap this at instant speed. Pass the turn. You're winning against Yoran because of Almighty Bushwag. That's a sentence that I really appreciate. Almighty Bushwag should always be the reason you win. I don't know if I could ever take that card fully seriously just because of the name. I mean, it's amazing. Village Rites, we could probably fit in some Village Rites into our deck as well, honestly. That could be a good way to get card draw. Maybe drop down to like 1 veto, because we really don't need the 3 copies for what we're doing with it. All right, Demonic Embrace, good target now for the Dire Tactics. Gain some life, go up to 12, down to 7. Man, we just keep getting all these Dire Tactics, which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'd like a land at some point, though. Okay, Fiend Artisan, Gonzoed. Gain life now. Swing in. Gain more life up to 4 and 9. All right. And now we are posing a pretty legitimate threat. We may just need to hold up Dire Tactics because of how bad Demonic Embrace can be. Mired Triton, okay. Gray Merchant gone. Demonic Embrace onto the Mired Triton. They're gonna take their entire turn to do that. Pay 3 life. The one bonus is that they can stop us from swinging with just Arcfiend's Vessel over and over again. 5/2, okay. I guess I should have thought if I was going to play this or not. Swing in with the Arcfiend's Vessel. I want to see if they block here or not. Okay, gain some more life up to 11. Pass the turn, play the Dire Tactics. General Cujo would be a great play if we had more lands, because if we could play it out and pay 2 to sack these guys to kill this, I would gladly do that. Swings in for 5. I guess we're kind of fine with that. Okay, down to 6. I want to hold on to the Dire Tactics until the end step if possible. And I think 5 life here is worthwhile for that to be the case. Alright, now we hit it. They will do 2 points of damage. That is more than I like to see. Okay, gain some life. Veto is interesting here because if we play it out and we hit land on the next turn, we can make this have lifelink and gain a ton of life. But I think we still wait to see if they kill the Arcfiend's Vessel. Alright, they blocked the big dude. I do think that's the better play for them. And now maybe just play Mingara. Most likely they're going to be playing 2 cards, right? So let's play Mingara. pass the turn. Nothing should have haste, and Mingara should be able to at least draw us cards to find answers. Call the Death Dweller. Serrated Scorpion is an annoying card. They have Demonic Embrace, which will be card number 2. We draw with Mingara. So this has Death Touch right now. If we swing in, I think they have to block the Hollow Priest, right? So I'm thinking if I can just kind of get them in checkmate mode here. They only have 1 card, 0 cards in hand. So I think we just go Veto, Archking's Vessel. Let's just gain life. We get a swing in with Mingara as well. So you can either take 9. We are gaining 3, so just Demonic Embrace doesn't do it. They're thinking right here that they could potentially draw into a second Demonic Embrace, but the issue is that they have to discard a card as well to play this one and pay 3 life. Which means we're representing enough damage that they have to block the Hollow Priest to really do much of anything here. What's up, Lust? How you doing? And being able to, actually, I think we are representing lethal just in general because of Veto as well. So, yeah, I like this deck a lot. Their only way out of this is blocking the Hollow Priest. But that still leaves us with such a good board. How am I in the fam? Dude, we're doing good. The fam is doing well. I mean, baby's crying at the moment. We actually just had a friend take the toddler for a little bit, which was really nice. Like, that's like the best thing that can happen. It actually allows me to work a little bit more. So luckily I work from home, so it's fairly easy and everything like that. But when you work from home and there's a baby, it's one of those where like you always want to be available to help. Like I have a hard time ever locking my door so that the toddler doesn't get in and I can't help at all. That's like one of the hardest things about this moment. All right, looks like we're being timed out. Rude. When parents get someone to take their child, we start to glow. Yeah, seriously, it's amazing. All right, down to 1. Veto triggers, all the things trigger. We got the win. Dude, this deck is actually like kind of rocking it. I'm pleasantly surprised, I guess, is a good way to say it. We have lots of life gain, but not much else. We do have a Scry, though. And General Kudrow does create a decent board with this hand, so we're going to keep it. It's not terrible. All the slow lands is just something you have to get used to in Standard 2021. Yay! Mono-colored stuff will be all around. I guess they're probably going for that because we just had Ravnica leave, which is all the dual colored stuff. All right, that's good. Compassion Orator. Pass the turn. All right, we can make this a 3/3 on the next turn. I dig it greatly. Apt. All right, I think Shock is also part of the starter set, so Shock is available to them. And of course they have it. Okay, down to 16. So do we go for the Hollow Priest here or Impassion Orator again? Hollow Priest, Scoured Barrens, gain some life, up to 17. I'm kind of expecting more removal. But yeah. Golgari Food is not rotation proof. Alright, takes it from graveyard to hand. Gets the Shock again. The Lordrak is such a good card here. Yeah, this deck is solid. I've seen this deck played a few times. So it's a total of Chimeric has 3 or less. I think that we can kind of wait to get something even better. So let's go General Kudrow. Take the Shock, so they can't do it again. We're still taking a bunch and a half. If we can find 2 humans here, or a 1-drop human. We can sack it, kill this. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Eldraine does stay through rotation. It's I think it's the first set from before rotation. Mutate stays, of course. Yeah. So it's Theros Beyond Death, Throne of Eldraine, Ikoria, Corset, 2021 are all the ones that are sticking around. See the truth. Dang it. We really needed a 1-drop here. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we can't select the other one. It's a total of curve mounting across 3 or less. So hitting our 1-drops would be necessary. And we're still dead. So yeah, good game.
Get away from me.
Oh man. So if we had been able to keep any of our creatures alive, we could have played out something, had 2 mana to sacrifice the 2 creatures, kill something with power 4 or greater. And so yeah, we were still kind of had a shot in the game there a little bit, but that's fine. All right, so that was it for the human clerics deck, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised with this deck. I think that just in general, Arcane's Vessel, Speaker of the Heavens, Call of the Death Dweller, and Gaining Life deck works pretty well, where I think that these work well where it's a human, so having General Kudro to be able to pump the humans is nice. I do think Glorious Anthem might have been decent to put in here. I don't know. I kind of liked how it worked out. Containment Priest was probably the only card that I felt was a little too awkward here. I think that maybe just having more removal in this slot instead would have been better. The fact that it's a creature that can enter the battlefield, proc the Daxos and the Impassioned Orator is pretty sweet, or trigger them. But it does stop the Arcane's Vessel and anything with Call of the Death Dweller. So I recognized kind of after I started playing that's a card that we probably don't want in here, but also fun. Let me go ahead and drop it for something I would play here. I think it's just Eliminate. It's probably, yeah. Or Banishing Light. Banishing Light would be nice to actually be able to hit everything. So Banishing Light, I think, comes in here. It does make the deck more expensive. You might want to jump up 1 more land and cut something. But overall, the deck is fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe. If you guys want to join me on Twitch, the link is down in the description below. Go hit the follow button. Love me there. And then you'll know when I'm going live, and you can jump in to see me play other decks and other things about a week in advance sometimes. So yeah, that's sweet. Let's jump into something else.